I'm trying to get a lot of filming done today. It's my one day. I'm wearing the same tacky sweater. I think this is pretty tacky. I put it on and I was like, I'm making a wardrobe mistake, but it was already on. Time is limited. Today's video is going to be a little bit kind of free-flowing, chatty. Like, I have a lot to say. I've been kind of, I don't want to say bitchy per se, but like more easily irritated by things. A lot going on. Anyway, if you guys want to get to know me a little bit more, I can do another chit chat video. I was going to do a 50K Q&A. I'm like way at this point behind on that because I'm like a little bit above 50 at this point, but hey, better late than never. I did a Q&A like question prompting thing on Instagram. If you guys want to ask me anything, like ask me anything that you're curious about, that you want to know about me. If you have assumptions about me, throw those into, you can put them in the comments. Maybe I'll do a community post as well. I feel like there's a fluff on my nose. There was. I'm gonna start with my dog grooming situation. So my dogs really needed to be groomed. I took them to a groomer locally. She was amazing. She did such a good job. They both look like pristine, but now there's fluffs flying around the house. There's fluffs in my hair, on my face, on my clothes. There's fluffs everywhere because of that undercoat just floating around. So one of my dogs is named Bernie, and I don't know why she thought he was a poodle, because like we brought him, like my hubby brought him, and she was like, oh, I'm not gonna, if I shave him, like the fur's not gonna grow back. And we're like, whoa. Like we did clearly say he's an Australian Shepherd Bernese mix. Like, could you imagine if we picked him up and she thought she was shaving him and she didn't like bring that up and he ended up shaved? Like, I would lose it. So yeah, I was like, why did she think that? Just because when I told her on the phone his name is Bernie, and she was like, oh, let me guess, he's a Bernedoodle. I'm like, nope. But for some reason, she thought he was a Bernedoodle. It was my first time with this groomer, so I messaged her and I was like, hey, please make sure, like, no shaving or anything. And she was like, yeah, okay. So we were on the same page, so that was good. She did a really great job. He had to talk me down, though, because I was in a mood that day. I was like, I'm going to tell her, like,
my hubby told me that you were going to shave him. I don't know why.
I was going to go off and it would have been stupid and I would have regretted it. So I'm glad he talked me down. This is what he does. I'm a little bit of a hothead. Crisis averted, thank God. My bangs. Okay, this is another. We have hair cutting situations happening all over the place. I went, again, local hairdresser. I just needed to get my hair cut. My hairdresser moved out of my neighborhood. She was amazing. She's gone now. I had to go somewhere else. So I went to a local salon. Whatever. I asked specifically, I'm like, does the person that's going to be cutting my hair know how to do curtain bangs? Guys, I had to recut them myself, and this is better. Like, you're probably watching being like, her bangs aren't looking the greatest. This is better than what I had. I had to touch them up myself because they started growing out really choppy, and I hated it. So I had to touch them up myself. Yeah, not my favorite. I hate when they do that. Like, I hate when hairdressers try to like either talk their way around what they did wrong. I used to have my hair blonde and you would come out of there with purple streaks. Like eventually, obviously it would come out because it was like super ashy. She would like sometimes leave toner in for too long in certain places. People that are hairdressers, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd be like, hey, there's a full on like purple streak in my hair. Oh, no problem. Oh, it's fine. It'll come out. Okay, but I have to go like 3-4 weeks with a purple streak in my hair. So yeah, that was annoying, and I had way worse problems than that. Like, I had come out orange from hair salons before, and they would be like, no, this is normal, this is how it should be, and I'm like, no. And like an idiot, I still paid them. That's why I don't color my hair anymore. Like, you guys notice my grays growing out? I thought they looked pretty dope. I decided I'm gonna let my grays grow out and see how that looks, because I actually don't think they look bad. I love that whole trend of women growing out their hair gray. I would love to hear what you guys think. Do you think gray hair is cool? Do you think that it needs to be colored? I'm not sure. I want to grow it out, see how I like it. And yeah, I also have like a whole ton of fragrances on the chair behind me that I'm gonna introduce you guys to. Some of them are PR stuff that I love, and some of them are PR stuff that I really don't like. And I'm gonna just kind of go all out. So anyway, I'll go through some of the designer stuff first that I haven't mentioned before. We're gonna be all over the place here. Narciso Crystal. You guys had asked me about this. So many of you guys had asked me about this because I'm a huge Narciso lover, as you know. And yeah, I love this. It's so easy wearing. Like, for now, I can't handle super heavy musk. So some of the Narcisos I've kind of put on the back burner. I don't know, they're just not vibing with me as much as they used to. And like the Rouge, I used to love the Rouge, the EDP. I'm not like reaching for that as much anymore. I love this. This, a lot of people bash. on Fragrantica, it looks like a lot of people bash it. And I think it's because it's like quite simplistic, but it's so elegant, lovely, easy wearing, like perfect everyday signature scent. All season round, gently powdery. This is like if you had like a lighter, airier, like low version of the Narciso Poudre. This is way, way easier, like brighter, like crystal is the perfect name for it. It should have been like Poudre Crystal or something, because it is very similar scent profile to Poudre, but yeah, I love this. I've been wearing this a ton. And then I grabbed this big honkin' chonker of Coco Mademoiselle. This is 200 ml. Like, it takes up my entire screen if I put it close. Yeah, I keep coming back to this. I really like it, and it's been hot on the decant shop. Like, everybody wants to try this. You guys can sample any of these fragrances that I'm talking about, and like hundreds more you guys can check out on the decant shop. It's thescented.ca. And if I have this video up before the end of November, then there's a Black Friday sale on my own decant shop. It's 20 off. If it's up after that, then I'm going to be having a Boxing Day sale, so stay tuned for that as well. Lots of goodies on the decant/merch shop, thescented.ca. Anyway, this pretty lady is back. I really love this, and my man is obsessed. Like, this is probably his favorite fragrance on me. Like, for me, sometimes I'm a little bit sick of it. I have to be in the mood. It is like sweeter than the Intense. I did a comparison of the Intense and this, and I personally love the Intense more right now. I'll link that video up here for you. He likes this one way more than the Intense. I like the Intense now because it's earthier and it's less sweet. But yeah, he thinks this is like the sexiest, like 10 out of 10 amazing fragrance. So yeah, I wear it a lot. I obviously share it. And yeah, so 200 ml. I didn't know it existed. I got this at Shoppers, my Canadian friends. Shoppers, now for some reason, if you're on their email list, they send a coupon for $80 off of a $300 purchase. So that combined with my Optimum points, I think I ended up paying just over $200 for this. So that was a sweet deal. I've been chipping away at the Archives collection from Commodity. This like is way more striking and appealing to me than their standard collection, from which I really love Moss and Gold, but that's about it. The Archives collection, okay, my man stole leather. So leather is gone because he's obsessed with it. It's a little bit animalic, super sexy, really like rich myrrh leather, like perfect for winter, super sexy men's one. So yeah, that's one that I think I want to add to my collection. I've been obsessed with whiskey. I've been wearing it almost every day, like for the last 3 days. But it doesn't last too long. Like, it lasts me 4 or 5 hours and then it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Like, it's very, very faint. I put it on 8 hours ago, but it's like basically gone. But I do love how it smells. Whiskey is amazing. Yeah, I'm just chipping my way through them. Rain is incredible. I have Rain on the way to me. It's a nice freshie that I would probably wear in this like summer and like out of the shower fresh. But yeah, the Archives collection, you guys can check out. I think my promo code with Commodity will work on the Discovery sets because they have amazing Discovery sets. So anyway, any promo codes that I have, I will link in the description. But yeah, I'm obsessed with the Archives collection. I got these cheapies. Like, we actually went, I wanted to discover more from this brand, and they only have it at Urban Outfitters. I live north. People who know our local geography here, like, I'm on Lake Simcoe. This, I had to go downtown to smell a few of them, and then this I found at my local Winners, Marshalls, is the same thing. And so I was like, oh my god, $20, and I get to try a whole bunch. I actually like quite a few. I'll tell you which ones stand out to me. So Miel Bebe is very similar to Viva La Juicy, but like nice, very friendly, not so intense bold. I did like Te Matcha. Ocean, I loved Ocean. Ocean smells really, really nice. Kind of reminded me of something between MAC Turquoise and Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I sprayed a lot of it. I wore it once. It wasn't the worst performing. Miel Bebe performance was pretty good. Macaron Rose is like a sweet rose. I just don't like that scent profile. Citron Glacé, I don't really remember. Like a sweet lemon. It's whatever. It's okay if you like lemon. Dragon fruits, it's okay. It's too fruity. It's like a cocktail. It smells like a cocktail. Lait de coco literally smells like coconut milk. Like, if you like coconut, this is not a dusty synthetic coconut. It's actually like a very milky, smooth coconut. So all in all, these ones are pretty good. My favorite are Ocean. Yeah, really, like, if I had to say one stands out, it's Ocean for me. Mille Bebe is not bad either though. We went downtown. I wanted to discover more from this brand, and we went to the aquarium, Ripley's Aquarium, downtown Toronto, and then we decided we were gonna walk with our baby to where they have the store. And I haven't been downtown since I went to school downtown, which has been like 10 years now. So it's completely different from what I remember. The trek from the aquarium to the store was like so long and it's sketchy. Like, I'm sorry if you guys live downtown Toronto, but it was so sketchy. I think maybe for me, it was like such a shock because I'm like a country girl now and there's no traffic and there's nothing weird happening here. But there's like, we're basically walking through like drug deals. One guy was like completely sketched out, like dropping his phone, throwing his phone a million times. Like, you could tell he was on something for sure. And nobody gives a care. Like, no, everybody's just walking, minding their own business. I was like, oh my God, we should not be here with our baby. We need to go home. We walked the fastest that we could walk. I was like very, very uncomfortable the whole time. When I used to work downtown, one time a lady straight up grabbed my face. This was the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me, I think, aside from somebody asking for my dog's poo, which I covered in a vlog. This lady, I'm walking to work, and she straight up grabs my face so hard. She had gloves on that I had a little scab here that bled. And I was like, what just happened to me? It was the weirdest, most bizarre, like absurd thing that has ever happened to me. And I looked around, nobody had noticed. Like, not one person had noticed. And this was like in broad daylight. There was a lot of people on the street. So anyway, downtown is not for me. I have Madurai from Memo. This fragrance is so nice. I don't know what people on Fragrantica are talking about. Like, who has anything bad to say about this fragrance? First of all, I'm obsessed with their packaging. They all come with these lovely postcards. This is a gorgeous watery jasmine scent. Like, this is about jasmine and it's almost aquatic. Like, it is gorgeous. Oh my God, Memo Paris makes some of the most beautiful, refined, high quality fragrances. I also love Memo Flamme. That's another jasmine scent. Like, from what I've experienced so far from them, they know how to do jasmine. This is so beautiful. Very, very fresh. Like, this would be the perfect luxe cruise fragrance. Like, if you're on a luxe cruise, this is it. I smell this and I'm in heaven. Like, this is so, so outstanding. It just launched at Twisted Lily. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this. This is, I don't know. I think this is worth every penny for what the scent is. And yeah, the longevity is pretty good too. Like, I get a good 5-6 hours. I did wear it one time in the house, but so far so good. And the scent for me is like, there's very few fragrances nowadays that I smell and I'm like, it takes my breath away. Like, this one really took my breath away. Okay, I got a whole bunch sent to me from Maison Maïssa. I had an experience with this brand last year. They sent me a few and they were good. They were nice, but not to the point where, like, you know, like, I think they were a bit too masculine. A few of them were a little bit sharp. I think I had They Vest and there was another one. Anyway, nice fragrances, but masculine, like citrusy, not really up my alley. But then they sent me these few. This is from a boutique. I will link everything, and I have a code. It's the scented 15 for 15 off. A few of them I really love. Musk Rebelle. This is a clean, sexy, kind of fresh out of the shower musk. This one is super strong. So like a powdery, like Egyptian musk type of scent. Oh my God, this is astounding for a musk scent. This is one of my favorites, but you have to love a clean musk. Like, this is a clean, sexy musk. There's other notes in here, but it's really, really about the musk. Yeah, I actually really, really love this one, and it is strong, like really, really strong. The sillage, massive, fills the room. When I had tested them all out, the only thing I could smell was this fragrance. Like, this one overpowered them all. Another one from them that I received is Catalia. This one really smells a lot like Dior's Rouge Trafalgar. Like, this is the best way I can put it. If you like Rouge Trafalgar, just get this because the performance is much better. Rouge Trafalgar, beautiful, but lacking in performance. This one is like piney berries, very fresh, like walking through like a pine forest, and those like winter frosted berries is what makes me think of. It's so nice. And I wore this one a few times. I'm obsessed with that scent profile, so I wore this one a few times. Man approved. He loved this one. He was like, that one smells really, really good. So super sexy. I love this freshness, kind of sweet, fresh, and a piney touch. That's for me. Then Magic Moment. Magic Moment is a soft kind of coconutty caramel gourmand scent, but it's gentle. It's not something I would typically go for, but it's really nice. And my man loved this one. The honey note is subtle. It's there. I can smell it. This is a cold weather fragrance for me. There are a lot of notes in here, and I'm still really just trying to figure it out. I wore it one time. I enjoyed it. Performance was actually pretty good, but I did have to respray to smell it more because I really wanted to figure it out. Like, I can't quite pinpoint. Like, some of them, it's very easy for me to say, oh yeah, I get this fragrance. Like, my nose gets it. I figured it out, and I'm at peace with it. This one, like, we haven't figured each other out yet. We're still getting to know each other. There's something I love in here, and there's something I don't like. Maybe it's a bit too sweet for me, but my man loves it, so I'm gonna wear it. Cold weather, for sure. Cold weather, I think it's the honey that I struggle with, truly. Because the jasmine is nice. There's notes in here, I'm like, okay, you I like. And then there's another one that I'm like, you I'm not so sure. Then they have Destin des Anges. This one is a chocolate orange scent. This is very Christmas. This is it makes me think of those chocolate oranges, but powdery, sexy. I have to be in the mood for this. This is gourmand lover central. Like, if you love gourmands, you need to get this. And if you're looking for like a scent that makes you feel like Christmas, but not in that typical like pine tree sort of way, this is really nice in that sense. A powdery chocolate, not like a super sweet, dense chocolate. Very smooth, very lovely. As somebody who doesn't really like gourmands, I have to say this one's outstanding. There's a nuttiness in here as well. Delectable, gentle, not overpoweringly sweet, just the right amount of powderiness. I love this. This is a really, really nice gourmand, even for somebody who's not into gourmands. Like, perfectly balanced, well done. And like, I hate to be a party pooper, but they sent me one that they thought I would like, and it's called Zara. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Like, I put like this. I'm like, I cannot. I don't know. I wish I knew what my nose is picking up in certain fragrances that really just feels like I'm getting stabbed in the nose by 1,000 little needles. This is all it smells like to me, is like extremely sharp. Like, it's painful. It's like, I'm gonna try. No, I can't. I will not even open this and put this on myself because I smell this. I also smell it in Michelef Spiritual, Herba Pura, a lot of those fragrances like that have that, what they say, fruitiness. But to me, like, I don't know what it is. It comes out very, very sharp. A lot of Middle Eastern fragrances have this, and I think I'm not processing it correctly, because there's no way that people smell it and love that sharpness. Also, I kind of pick it up in some Manceras. I hate this one. I'm sorry. I hate this one. But I love Christmas, and I love that Christmassy smelling one, the Destin des Anges. That one's amazing. And speaking of Christmas, guys, candles, like, I'm obsessed with candles over Christmas, and Sniff has the most amazing Christmas candles. They have Old Saint Wick, which my box is empty because I'm burning it downstairs. Like, I jumped on this one immediately. It smells like a luxe Christmas tree farm. It smells like the most like natural, pure Christmas trees. It feels like you're shopping for a Christmas tree on just the most magical Christmassy day. And they have one called Lost Claws, which is really actually sexy smelling. I'm waiting until my first one burns out, then I'm gonna burn this. These are my favorite Christmas colors too. Like, I love this deep burgundy and that green. Like, my phone is green, the same green. I love that green color. This smells like toasty, nutty, like roasted marshmallows, milky. Oh, this is a very unusual Christmas scent. If you're over the typical Christmas scents and you want something that still feels like Christmas but different, you're gonna love Lost Claws. It is so good. These candles sell out super fast. I don't know if they're in stock currently. If they are, grab them. They have a 25% off going on. The code is the scented 25. Then it goes back down after the sale is over on December 15th. It goes back down to 10% off. Grab it while it's still 25% off, because like, these will make the perfect Christmas gifts. I got this at the VIB sale. I used this palette yesterday. I don't know if it just isn't for my complexion. I didn't like it. I love the elephant. Super cute elephant. My kid loves it. He goes brum, brum, brum. it's perfect for that, but not for $100. We have 2 setting powders. We have 2 blushes. These blushes just don't look right on me. Like, they're just too pink. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I wanted a palette that like I would have just one palette and I could use it on my entire face. But I have a Tarte palette that I use for that, and basically I love it. I'm wearing the Tarte palette today. This one I was gonna film yesterday, but the day just got away from us, and I didn't film. The day got away from us because we went to, again, if you're in the Toronto area, Lisa's Cosmetics Warehouse sale. They have an online sale as well, but sometimes they'll do it online and then sometimes they'll do it in person. So now they're having their in-person sale. It has gone so downhill. Like, those of you who have been to the sale that are local, like, do you not agree? The prices aren't what they used to be. They used to really be like killer prices. Now I'm looking at things and like I'll quickly cross-reference like Fragrance Bar or anywhere else online that I can find the same fragrance, and I'm like, this isn't even competitive. Like, I was not impressed with their prices. And I noticed as well, they jacked up all the prices online. Like, there were certain things that I was seeing for less that I can see that they're catching on, that people know that certain fragrances are rare and they're gonna jack up the prices. I wish I could think of exactly an example right now, but I can't. If it comes to me, I'll tell you. And I went to like the pre-launch date. So a lot of people are probably gonna hate me for this, but spoiler alert, they have a pre-launch day. So those of you in the Toronto area, if you didn't know, the sales officially start on a Saturday. Guess what? The Friday beforehand, the doors are open and you can go, and it's their friends and family day, but you can go. It's the same thing, but you get kind of first dibs. So I went on that day, and yeah, it was like nothing special. The prices weren't that great, so I don't even think I'm gonna be going to the in-person sale anymore. I can't be bothered to like actually drive myself there, go through the whole experience, like when you can just like click and buy. One thing I did pick up on that sale online was the Estee Lauder Private Collection Tender Light. Oh, beautiful. This collection gets so much hate on Fragrantica. This is a beautiful, like, powdery tea scent. Like, this could be from the Chanel Les Eau collection, the way that it smells. This is so nice. Even my man loved this, and he sprayed it on himself. And he went to work, and I'm like, are you wearing Tender Light? And he's like, maybe. Do I smell like a girl? I'm like, no, it's like, it smells good. Like, yeah, it is a little bit feminine leaning, but I have no problem with, like, him wearing it. But, yeah, he really liked it. So much so that he decided he would wear it himself. Just such a nice, fresh fragrance. I don't know why people on Fragrantica trash scents that are like just nice. Like, it's like when guys work out to the point where they're like super beefy and then like they stop finding normal girls attractive and they just like want super jacked girls. Like, this is the same thing that happens to people that are into fragrances. They get into this like really intense niche thing where like you want something really challenging and intense, and like sometimes that's cool. And like, I like intense, challenging fragrances too. But sometimes something that's just nice is not bad. And by the way, the performance on this one is killer. Like, huge cloud, and it'll last all day. So for a fresh fragrance, yeah, I think this is outstanding, and I don't understand why people don't like it. I got it for about $120 on that sale. So yeah, they have it on the in-person sale. So if you're in the area, go grab it. If you're hearing background noises and things falling, that's my baby playing with grandma. Another really nice jasmine scent from Juste Parfums. This is Bloom Astral. I struggled with this one. Initially, I didn't know. I was like, do I like it? I don't know. But I wore it a lot, and it's kind of a simple, nice jasmine scent. I love their bottles. I think they're super cute, like really colorful, bright, quirky bottles. It's mostly jasmine. If you like jasmine and you just want an easy jasmine that lasts basically all day, this is it. They also have a beautiful one that they just came out with. It's on the way to me, and I have the samples, called Spicy Delice. Oh, I fell in love with that one. That one is spicy. It reminds me of my long lost love Fendi Theorema, which I do have bottles of, but it's like that warm kind of Christmassy spice. Oh, it's amazing. That one is really, really nice. So yeah, the Bloom Astral is just a kind of a simple but really nice jasmine scent. I wore that one a lot in the transition period from fall because it just really worked, and it was such an easy kind of everyday scent. I grabbed a cheapie from Victoria's Secret, and this is Amaretto Fizz. It smelled nothing like Amaretto, so huge disappointment. It's sweet, obscure. Yeah, there's a little bit of a nuttiness, but it's more like orange blossom. Like, if you like sweet orange blossom, you'll like this, but if you're looking for an Amaretto scent, this is not it. Also from Sniff, from their secret collection, Dead Dinosaur. Have you guys heard of Dead Dinosaur? It's this gasoline scent. I know a lot of you guys will say like, oh, well, it's because it's sponsored, like you promote only like sponsored things. And you know, look, I don't like this one. I'm gonna share it with you and show you guys. It's cute, but I'm not gonna say I like this scent. It actually got lost in the mail the first time it came around, and I told them like, don't worry about resending it, but they are super sweet. They resent it. I love a lot of other Sniff fragrances. Unfortunately, it's not one of them, but hey, I'm sharing. So yeah, gasoline, floral, very interesting. Not for me. I thought I liked it the first time that I wore it, but as I went throughout the day, I was like, it's too much. It's very strong. It's very unusual. If you're into unique, unusual, quirky things, you will love this. But yeah, I can't get down with this particular one. So you see, guys, I am honest even when things are sent to me. Okay, one more I picked up. This was on the L'Oreal Beauty Outlet. Guys, always you ask me, what is this L'Oreal warehouse sale that you keep referring to? They used to have an in-person sale in the Toronto area, and they no longer do it. Like, that is permanently shut down, folks. So if you're in the Toronto area and you're waiting for that L'Oreal sale and you don't know what's up, yeah, the private L'Oreal sale is no more for the Toronto area. I'm like low-key contemplating driving to Montreal to go to the sale there, but by the time I get there and the gas we're gonna spend, it's not gonna be worth it unless we make like a family trip out of it. So that's not gonna happen this year. But on their website, and they haven't updated the fragrances in a long time, I picked up Lancome La Vie Belle Domaine de la Rose. So I wasn't sure because I'm not a fan of La Vie Belle. It's too sweet for me. But this one is a beautiful limited edition release. This is more about like rose and patchouli. This is more mature, less sweet, very, very intense, very long lasting. This was expensive on Lancome's website. I think it's like $130 for a 30 ml, which is like, are you niche? No. How dare you, Lancome, try to sell a 30 ml for such an insane price? But I actually got this one. I think it was like 50 or 60 bucks on the L'Oreal warehouse sale. It sold out really fast. It's a really nice kind of syrupy rose. It reminds me a little bit of like Rose's Berberanza from the Lancome private collection without the pistachio. Kind of, that's what it smells like to me. So it is really, really nice. If you guys want to try this, I have it on the Decant shop, or I'll make sure it's up by the time this video is up. Okay, Navitus Eau Debonaire. What an amazing men's fragrance. Not a fragrance I want to wear myself, but my man keeps it on his nightstand. Every time he wears it, I go crazy. Like, this smells so good. It's like a fresh, sexy scent, but it's very unique. The bottle color, I'm in love. Everything about the scent is outstanding. I really like this for men. Like, men, please, if you like a freshie, listen to me. It is so good. Like, the notes don't do it justice. And in fact, I got worried because I saw Ambroxan. Ambroxan is like, for me. But it's not sharp. It's actually so, so beautiful. A little bit peppery, a little bit aquatic. There's a bit of jasmine in here, which really creates so much interest in the scent. Initially, I thought it would be one that I would want to wear myself. Smelling it in the air, I could pull it off, but there's a hefty lavender. There's some pink pepper and like quite a bit of citrus that it does make it quite masculine leaning, but outstanding. So yeah, if there's one that I do really love from Navitus, it's this one. I've tried a whole bunch, and there are a few that really kind of strike me as outstanding, but if your fragrance tastes are like mine, I think you will like Eau Debonaire. I picked up a couple on Poshmark. So did you know KKW fragrance is no more? I don't know exactly what went down, but it was like a copyright issue or something. Anyway, so KKW fragrances don't exist. I think it's going to relaunch with a different name. But this is the Essential Nudes Nude Sand. I don't have any of the KKWs up on the Decant shop. If you guys want me to put them up, I can. I have a bunch. I didn't know if there was any interest, and like, I just didn't put them up. But if you guys want the KKWs up, I can put them up. This is a lipsticky iris scent with ambrette. It's kind of a dry lipsticky scent, not super sweet. It reminds me a little bit of like Eternity Intense, but not so buttery. It's okay. It's a little bit woody. It's not great. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. I don't love it. I wouldn't buy it if I were to redo this. So it's one of the more disappointing lipstick scents for me. And I got Captivatingly Paris from Zara. This is a great dupe for Givenchy Irresistible, the new one. This whole collection is like a dupe collection. So many of the city's collections smells like some niche fragrance. I did a video on that. I can link that up here for you guys. This is the newer one. I don't think it's part of like that book set, but it smells so much like Givenchy Irresistible. Oh, I really like this. Really nice pear note off the bat, like gentle, lipsticky, soft, feminine, very feminine. Does not smell cheap. Like this is a really, really nice release from Zara, so I would recommend this one big time. I grabbed the Narciso Rouge EDT. Right now, the way my fragrance tastes are, and with my struggle of heavy musk, I do prefer this over the EDP. It's very, very similar, but it's lighter. That's basically it. So yeah, if you find the EDP a little bit too heavy, this one's a very similar scent profile, but just lighter, but they are extremely similar. Bohemian Soul from one of my new favorite brands, Une Nuit Nomade. They have so many good fragrances, so many good ones. Like, oh, I love their whole collection, and Bohemian Soul smells like vaguely a better version of Byredo's Gypsy Water. It smells to me like it has a little bit more incense. It's less citrusy, woodier, so beautiful. Such a perfect name too. Like they really accurately take you on the journey that matches the fragrance name. I'm in love with this whole brand. All of their offerings are outstanding, and yeah, this one is really, really good. I think maybe a little bit more masculine leaning than Gypsy Water and less vanilla-y. Like it is a little bit more woody, but they do share a similarity. I wouldn't say it's a dupe or anything. I just think if you do like Gypsy Water, you would like this, especially if you want something maybe a little bit more woody. And I did a little shopping spree at Clinique. I just dropped this one. Thank God it did not break. So they have these little guys that I think are really, really overpriced, but they have a duo now for Christmas. This one is Cookies and Kisses. It reminds me of Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods, but more like cookie-esque. There's no pear. Very, very similar to that. I love it. This is very addictive. And the other one is Cocoa and Cashmere. That's literally what it smells like. Like cocoa powder and a cashmere sweater. Like something makes me think of like an après-ski, having like a little bit of a hot chocolate cozying up. Really, really nice. Very like clean smelling though as well. Not like a heavy, dense, chocolatey scent. Very airy, very easy. So yeah, these ones are super cute. I really like them. I think Clinique is all right. Like I'm not a huge Clinique lover, but you know what? Sometimes I like to shop there. You know why? Because then you get like so many free things. Like, are they even making money? I mean, they must be. So I got these guys. Then I was like, okay, so with a $65 purchase, you get like all this other stuff, including the tote. Then you got to choose like, I think 10 gifts. So I got 3 bags. What am I going to do with these? I don't know, but I liked them. So I got the bags. These were like, I think 13 or something. Yeah, $17 each. So I grabbed these. These are going to make great gifts. And then they give you like so much stuff. Like this is 1 handful, but 2 handfuls of stuff. Mascara, lotion, cleanser, all the things. So yeah, I paid $65 and I got everything. I think I've covered all of my new fragrances, all my chit chat. Anyway, if you guys want to see a 50K Q&A, get to know me type of video, your assumptions about me, all those things, if you think that would be fun, leave me your questions, your comments, your assumptions, whatever, and I will do that for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this super long video with rants, and what else do I have to say? I guess that's it for today. I'm gonna sign off, and I'll see you next time. Bye!